Right, afternoon all, back again, another reveal on, working on a few hours sleep, so please excuse the bags under the eyes, but we're getting there. So this one today, this one's for Dan, and Dan, he's got two of my cues already, this is his third, and Dan is actually, I'll talk more when you say the cue, but I'll without giving things away, Dan's bailed me out on this one. If you followed a few videos ago, might have been at the end of last year, can't quite remember. I made quite a big misjudgment of error because I'm not into football and I don't really know much about the football teams and their colours, so that might give you a clue. Yeah, I made a big error last year and it cost me quite a lot of lost hours and lost time. So Dan saw the video and went, I might be able to help you out, I've got an idea. So I went, lovely, let's get on with it, and yeah, it's come out quite nice. So let's have a look. So, today for Dan, we've got a one-piece ash into ebony signature model cue. Now, what I was alluding to was originally for the original client when I built this this signature splice. He said he wanted the West Ham football team colours. Now, like I say, I really don't follow football. I'm not into it. I don't really know much about it. So what I did was I googled West Ham and looked at their logo, and I got the colours from their logo, which I thought was doing the right thing. But actually, the football strip that they wear, it doesn't have this gold in it. It's got the claret, the blue, in a white. So I'd made this signature splice. And I'm really, really thankful that I actually checked with the original owner that it was that this is what he sort of fancied. And he goes, actually, hang on, mate. It looks great, but there's no gold in it. Okay, never mind. So I remade the splice for the original customer, and then I had this splice go and spare. So Dan saw that video, and he goes, tell you what, mate, I think I can help you out. I think it looks lovely. I'll have it on my queue if that's okay. And I went, absolutely. Because as you can imagine, this takes hours and hours and hours, and well, days worth of work just to produce one splice. It really is a lot of labour intensive work. So it was a lot of lost time. Now, as you can imagine, as a one-man business, losing all that time's it's quite a heartache. So Dan, thank you so much for this, mate. Hopefully this is what you were waiting to see. So let's have a look. So, sort of West Ham United football colours. I think it's West Ham United. Sort of West Ham football colours on a signature splice. So there we go. So I might even, once I've got the oil on here, I might even go and try and find the other splice and you'll see what I mean. Just for those of you who haven't seen the original video from the original customer. So there we go. Alright. I'll just have a look at that for 2 seconds. So yeah, the original, I'll say this was the original splice that I actually manufactured, but what the original customer wanted was something in those colours. So it's the same sort of pattern design, just I had to change it a little bit just to include the white rather than the yellow or the gold. So there we go, a little bit of a change, but Dan came to my rescue and says, Carl, I'll be able to take that off you. I think it looks beautiful. Can we do a deal? So I said, yes, brilliant. So there you go. So another signature model cue finally found its way into production, which I'm really chuffed with. Looks lovely. Lovely English ash shaft on it. Lovely jet black ebony. Just a nice, simple, thick maple veneer. I don't think you need to do anything extra with the signature cues. I think if you start putting extra veneer work into this section, it kind of takes away from the front splice, which is what it's all about. So there we go. Really nice. And like I say, it would have been days worth of lost labour just producing this one splice. Although it doesn't look like very much, it's just the time it takes because you've got to do each individual section, glue it, sand it, glue it, sand it, glue it, sand it, just to get just to get it to fit as tight as you can. Which, if you remember going back a few signature cues ago, one that I did for John McDaddy, I had to remake the entire signature splice just because it didn't come out to the sort of standard of quality that I expect from myself. This one came out great. It was just the wrong colours, and that was my fault for not being a football follower. Excuse me, still got a bad throat. Excuse me. So what do I think of that? Lovely, lovely pattern. Lovely colours as well. Very distinguished. So there we go. Right, thanks very much, guys. Just keeping it quick on this one. Got lots to crack on with today. Hopefully a few more queues coming through. Might not be tomorrow or Thursday, maybe Friday onwards. But yeah, I've got some absolute belters coming through the pipeline. So hopefully we're back working full steam ahead. Thanks very much. Cheers, Dan, and thanks everyone else. Bye now.